Yo, what's the deal? What's good with you guys, man? So if you guys are watching this video, you probably just submitted an IBA, so welcome to the team, right? You guys just joined the organization, the Agents of Change. We are an organization that is under the Gary Kornegay hierarchy, right? So I'm gonna basically break down to you guys what you guys want to do now that you guys have just gotten into the business. I'm gonna go over the blueprint with you guys. So just so that everybody is clear and understanding exactly what is going on, understanding the exact action steps that you should be taking, right? So just to give you guys an overall breakdown of what the opportunity is and what it's like and what is actually going on, right? So to get involved in the opportunity is $125 one-time payment, right? With a $25 a month subscription payment to hold up your back office, right? This $125, why do you have to pay this, right? If you wanted to get a life insurance license, right? A life license, it would cost you around $1,100 to get this in the state that you live in, right? But for $125, we are taking care of your licensing fees for you, right? So you get in for $125, right? Say this is you, right? X marks the name, right? When you first get into the opportunity, you start off at a 25% contract, right? Now there's a system that we go through for every single person that gets involved so that we have proper duplication so that the success that we want to see in our business actually happens, right? So this is what it is. Let me write this in purple for real. So first is the IBA, right? That's the application you fill out to get in the business. Second, we want to get a life policy for the people that get into the business, because if we're going to be out here marketing life insurance policies, we must have that, right? Is it mandatory to get a life policy? No, but it is highly recommended. I want to make that clear for everybody, right? We don't want to be out here telling people, oh, do you have life insurance? Offering people life insurance and we don't have it ourselves. Imagine somebody said, hey, MK, do you have life insurance? And I said, no, right? What would that actually make me look like, right? So we're going to go ahead and get a life policy, right? Then we're going to do what's called the 6x6, which I will explain later in this video, right? We're going to do a 6x6. And then we're gonna do our classes and take our test, and we're going to rinse and repeat. I like to draw this little diagram, right, for that indication, right? We're just going down and then we're going back up to help the newest person do the same thing, right? And we're just gonna continue this process for the rest of our career here in this opportunity. Right? So just to make this clear, right, I want you guys to go ahead and take a look at this, right, for the video. You guys can pause it, this, that, but I'm going to go ahead and erase this, right? So this is what we're doing. This is the blueprint. So once you get into the opportunity, you do your IBA, right? You just got insured, you just got a life policy, right? So now what we need to do is do your 6x6. So this is 6 recruits and $6,000 of life insurance premium, in life insurance in 30 days, right? I'm gonna explain this. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna recruit 6 people, right? This is all that is recommended. We're gonna recruit 6 people. You start off at a 25% when you get into the business. When you recruit your first 3 people, you go to 35%. You go from 25 to 35%. Then you're gonna recruit your next 3 people, and that's gonna complete your 6 recruits. Now we have to do $6,000 of life insurance, right? What does that mean? The average policy that is sold in the United States is an $84 policy. If you times that by the year, you come out with $1,008. This is $1,000 of life insurance in one meeting. The client pays $84 a month for the entire year. You get $1,008. We need $6,000 of insurance. That means we need about 6 of these policies sold in the field. Now, mind you, everybody's gonna go through the blueprint that we went through before we started to do this. So if everybody gets an IBA and then gets a policy, guess what? You just got 6 people into the business. You're gonna sell a policy to all 6 of your recruits, which is going to take you towards this goal just from doing the initial 6 recruits, right? So that's where we're gonna get our 6,000 from. As soon as this is accomplished, we are now going to be at a 50% contract. Once you hit this, you will then go take your classes and go take your test, right? Now, the greatest part about being plugged in with us is that I took the test already, right? I passed it. I'm actually at this point in the business right now, right? 50% contracted licensed agent in California, right? I already went through the classes, and what I have done for myself and anybody that gets on the squad is I have created basically a practice study guide for every single agent that gets on our team for you to study. It has all of the questions and the answers. I passed the test with an 84%. You only need to pass this test with a 60%, right? And if you're in the state of California, right, if you're in California, I will email you the practice test and you will most definitely pass, right? But this is basically what we have going on, right? Go ahead and pause the video if you guys need to see this information, because I'm going to continue more about exactly how we're going to be getting paid out of this, right? So let me go ahead and erase this real quick. Okay, so now let's say you did what you're supposed to do, right? The IBA, you got a life policy, you did your 6x6, right? You did your classes, took your test, right? So now remember, you still have 6 people that you recruited. But now, you're at a 50%, but you're a licensed agent now. When you were doing your $6,000 in insurance, you weren't writing those policies because you weren't licensed. Your licensed agent were selling the policies for you, but now you're licensed. And guess what? The 6 people that you recruited don't have their license. But guess what they were doing while you were getting licensed? They were doing the same thing that you were doing. And they have 6 recruits now. So now think about this. Your 6 recruits now have 6 recruits, right? And they all need to do $6,000 of insurance. All 6 of your people. So if each person has to do $6,000 of insurance, 6 times 6 is $36,000. You're getting paid at a fifth. You have to write all of these policies. None of your people have a license. Now, if they come in licensed, that's a different story. We'll talk about that, right? But if they're not licensed, you have to write all of these policies. You're getting paid 50% of this. You're coming out with $18,000 your first month, second month in the business as a licensed agent. You do this correctly, right? This is the blue. Now think about this happening again and again and again and again. Now think about your people bringing in each person, now a licensed agent, doing this for their 6 people, $18,000 for each of your people. Bringing in $18,000 their first month, 2 months, coming in with a licensed agent. Now we're going into overrides, right? Now we're going into residuals, right? And literally, when we get to that point, we will talk about those things, right? But you guys just need to understand the initial blueprint, and that is to get into the business, get a life insurance policy for yourself, do your 6 recruits by $6,000 insurance so that you understand. This right here is your training, right? And I need to explain this a little bit further. This right here is your training. If you were to get any job, right? If you were to apply to any job and get a job right now, you would first go through training for about a week or 2 or 3 maybe. And then you wouldn't even get paid for your first 2 weeks. So you're not even expecting to get paid your first 2-3 weeks of working. That's basically what's going on here. For every $1,000, right, you have to do $6,000. For every $1,000 that you do in insurance, what we're gonna do is the company is putting $200 inside of a bank for you, right? Once you pass your test, now mind you, you're doing $6,000 in insurance, so you do this 6 times, that's $1,200. You pass your test and you get a $1,200 check released to you. You cannot get paid unless you're a licensed agent. That's why when you do your 6,000, you're not gonna see money right now. But as soon as you pass your test, you're gonna see a $1,200 check from the work that you put in the training. I hope that this makes sense. This is the blueprint. This is what we're showing people. This is what we're breaking down. This is how we're getting straight to it. I'm extremely excited for you for getting started. If you guys need anything, tap in with me. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But we're here to work, man. Let's get it.